welcome back to the channel. So, okay, today's video is going to be a little bit different, and I've been wanting to do these types of videos for a really long time, just because I love sitting down and talking to you guys, and I don't know, I just feel like we get to be more like friendly and just chat with each other, because in makeup tutorials we don't really get to talk to each other. I just talk about makeup and blah 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 blah. But this subject is just something that has changed me and how I deal with it, and I'm talking about hate and haters, especially in the YouTube world, beauty community. I just think it's really sad how bad it is. And again, I'm gonna apologize because this video is probably gonna have no structure. It's just gonna be me chatting to you, and you can totally X out of this. You're probably, if you don't wanna just hear my thoughts about it or how to deal with it or any of that, if you don't wanna hear any of my knowledge that I have with haters, then just X out of this video. No need to leave any hate on it, which I'm totally probably going to get, but whatever, to each their own. But my experience with hate, I've been doing YouTube for like 4 or 5 years now, and I have just grown so strong in the way that I view hate, and I just feel like I could help some of you out with how you deal with it, especially if you're a fellow YouTube beauty guru or something like that, or beauty person, guru, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, I just want to share my thoughts on it. And since I'm talking about that, I also wanted to mention that whenever I did the, what's in my bag, that was with L'Oreal Paris. That was one of my collaboration videos, and I don't know if you guys knew this, but apparently a lot of you didn't know this, but whenever I did the announcement video saying that I stopped doing sponsored videos, I did stop. I didn't do any sponsored videos for 2 complete months, but that didn't include L'Oreal Paris. I told you guys months ago that I had a contract with them, and yeah, I signed a contract with them, and it was for a year program. So that's why there were some L'Oreal Paris, which were sponsored videos, but I had a contract with them. I didn't take any new ones, like I told you. For 2 full months, I didn't take any sponsorships, and I've already explained that video, what sponsors I take, what blah blah blah, which are only from people that I genuinely love, use. And yeah, I just have, so many of you have messaged me and were like, you are an idiot. You are passing up opportunities with companies that you love because you want to be a people pleaser. You want to please those who feel like you are a sellout, blah, blah, blah. And a lot of you were saying, well, it's unfortunate that they feel that way and that they don't feel that you are being genuine, but you can't please everyone. And you know what? I sat down and I was like, holy cow, this person is just speaking to me. You're right. You cannot please everyone. And I am totally a people pleaser. I will put your comfort before mine. If you were in my house right now, I would be like, are you okay? Do you need something to drink? Just to make sure that you are comfortable. And of course, that's going to happen in my channel. And it was my fault that I put so much sponsored content back to back to back to back. I should have, figured out a way to put more than just one video between a sponsored video or not. I totally got why a lot of you guys were thinking that I was a sellout and that I was just doing this for money, which is not the case at all. I absolutely love doing YouTube, and for 2 full months I put out content that was not sponsored, just to prove to you guys that, I do this for you. You guys are what gives me a job, so I wanted to prove that to you. But at the same time, I don't want to give up working with a brand that I love like L'Oreal because of someone who is jealous, essentially. Or maybe not jealous, they're just, I don't know the ill feelings that people have towards it. Maybe it's because you may feel like I'm only promoting a product because I'm getting paid for it, which is not the case at all. The reason why L'Oreal asked me to be a part of their brand is because I use them so often in previous videos. If you guys don't realize, well, maybe not. Well, that's how brands find you. You tag them in your video, they see that you use and love their product, and then they want to work with you. At least that's what happened in my case. But anyways, enough about that. So I did want to tell you guys that I am going to be accepting some sponsorships depending on whether or not I like the product or not. I always test something out if I like it, and if I don't, then I say no. But right now I don't want to turn down opportunities because I'm fearful of you not supporting me. I have so much faith in those who love me, and I love you guys back, and that we're just going to support each other through this. So I just want to let you guys know, if you guys see some sponsored videos out there, which I always tell you if it's sponsored or not, I'll tell you in the comments below, or I'll say it within the 3 seconds of the video. So I just want to let you guys know that I'm taking opportunities again, and I hope that you guys are okay with it. But anyways, back to the subject at hand. Haters. You know, fellow hater, if you're watching this, I love you. I love you to death, and you have made me a stronger person, and I refuse to let hate bring me down. How I deal with it. Okay, so this is what you have to realize as the person receiving the hate. So let's pretend you read a comment that was on your video. Felicia said how ugly you are, and how horrible of a person you are, and how blah, 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 blah. You just remember, Felicia is a human being, right? Felicia may be having a bad day, or maybe Felicia's living situation sucks, or maybe Felicia is going through something, and what makes her feel better is by talking shit about you. And the fact is, you just have to break it down like that. Sorry, I went into that really quickly. So you just have to remember that the person that's talking to you is a human being, just like you. And you tell me right now that you have never looked at someone and thought, maybe she was wearing a skirt that was way too short, and you're like, she a hoe, and then kept walking. But the difference is you said that to yourself in your head. You didn't go up to her and tap on her and be like, I think you're a slut because you're wearing that short skirt. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, there is a fine line between, what is my point here? I'm basically saying that everyone is a hater. Everyone is. The difference is acting like an adult and not acting like one. Do you know what I'm saying? If I came up to a complete stranger and told her that she was fat and that her skirt was too short, or her makeup looked horrible, or she was too skinny, or whatever, that's just rude. For one, you would never do that. You just keep thoughts like that to yourself. You know, that's what I guess you would say an adult would do. You respect that person, and yes, you are entitled to your opinion, and you can think all the hell, you can even say whatever the hell you want. It's just about manners, the way you were raised. Do you know what I mean? There's so much into it. And if you just internalize that and realize that person doesn't matter. It does not matter what they think or what they say to you. And okay, this is so like this. But basically what I'm saying is, everyone hates. Everyone, if you realize that everyone is going to have an opinion about you, because you do. You have an opinion about everyone. Me, I choose to, let's say me and my best friend Jessica will talk about somebody, but it's just between us. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying like talking shit behind someone's back is I'm like condoning it, but it's human nature to talk about somebody else, to have an opinion about someone. It's just up to you how you deal with it. So realize that person who's getting the hate, me, Melissa, getting the hate. So whenever Felicia commented on my video about, or your video about whatever, just, who is Felicia? Bye, Felicia. Like, this person is just commenting on your video because one, she isn't, or he isn't happy with himself, or they really do think that you're that. And if they think that you're that, who cares? Who gives a shit? If you could see Felicia and there's something unattractive about her, you would think that. It's just you're a better person, and that you would never be rude and say that to somebody else. You know what I mean? And if you just realize that in your head, and just, it's so hard to explain, just realize that what Felicia thinks doesn't matter, because who is Felicia to your life? She's never, ever going to affect you in any way possible unless you let her. Do you know what I mean? It's so hard to explain, and this video probably sucks ass on explaining it, but that is literally how I deal with haters. They don't know you. No one knows you except for the people that are with you. You are filming yourself from a camera, and you give what you can, and you I mean, you can't explain anything else. There's first impressions, and people are just going to think what they think no matter what you do. So what that person thinks of you should not affect you at all unless you care about that person, but you have no idea who that person is. And also, if the comment is so hateful and so deep, like they're just trying to bring you down, you just remember that that person is a human and everyone has a story. Maybe that person is being beaten or something. I mean, it doesn't have to be that dramatic, but that is the case in sometimes. Like comments that you receive that just ruin your day, or that were just so low and just they put so much passion into putting hate to you. There's something going on with that person. There's something going on with them. And do not ever, my 100% the best advice that I could give you to replying to someone who is hating on you, don't ever reply with hate, ever. Reply with love. That is what I always do. If the comment is, okay, well, I take that back. If the comment is about my kids, or someone says something disrespectful about my family, I will comment back with not hate, but just matter of fact that they don't know anything about my family, blah, blah, blah. Or actually, don't even comment back, just delete it, which I am getting better at. If somebody comments something negative about my kids, I don't even comment anymore. I just delete and block that person. They're out of your life. You don't even have to look at them. But if you do decide to reply to one of them, reply with love. I'm telling you, say, it's very sad that you feel the need to tell me that, but I just want you to know that I love you and I hope your situation gets better for you. Because that's the God honest truth, right? That person is hating on you for absolutely no reason at all. But Are you there, babe? Kyle?
What?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Don't listen!
You're screaming in there.
I have to talk loud. I don't remember what I was saying. I got sidetracked there. My boyfriend was in the bathroom, and I hate that he can hear me because I'm literally talking to myself, but I'm not, because I'm talking to all of you. But something along the lines of reply with love. Don't ever reply with hate, because that person is gonna be like, oh, I got to her, I got under her skin, and it probably did, and it's going to. The person knows that you're gonna read that and it's gonna piss you off, but eventually it won't. If you just practice this, I'm telling you, what my philosophy on this is just right. Not right, well, right for me. I just feel like it will work for you if you just realize that. If you just realize that that person, there's something going on with them. Or they're 13 years old. Do you realize that? If the majority of my audience is my age, or like 21 through 28 or older, if you realize a lot of those mean comments, they're the way that they type, it's all errored, you know what I mean? They're 13. Of course this 13-year-old is gonna tell me my lips are huge and I look like a fish, and you know what I mean? That's just what you do when you're 13. You talk crap about people. Just realize that that person, that little girl, it's a little girl or a little boy, and their mind isn't adult yet. Of course they're gonna say stuff like that. Do not let a 13-year-old get under your skin because they talked about your appearance. You know, it's just stupid. That is what I do. I just realize that the person who is typing the hate is a person. They could be experiencing something traumatic, or something bad happened to them, or their day just sucked that day, and by putting you down, it's gonna make them happy. So just be the punching bag and be like, okay, glad you got that off your chest. I love you. I hope your day gets better tomorrow. You know, like, who cares what Bob and Barbara and Susie think of you? Because they're irrelevant to your life. And if you realize that everyone has an opinion about everyone does. You talk crap about Jessica, you talked crap about Dylan, whoever. You just talk crap about whoever, but you do it, you know what I mean? Like, everyone talks about somebody else. It's just human nature. It's what you do. But if you realize that that's what humans do, it's not going to bother you. It's just how you handle it. Don't be the person who types out, like, if you have written a hateful comment to someone on a video or something, you have control over that. Like, why are you going to sit there and type and tell somebody how ugly they are? Does that just make you feel better about yourself? No, it shouldn't. And again, just realize that that person is a human being, and they're probably doing that for a reason. And that's why it's easy for me, because I'll watch TV or I'll see someone, and I'm being 100% honest right now. I'll be walking in the mall and I see somebody that I just think is unattractive and I don't like what they're wearing, you know? But I would never go up to them and tell them that, because that's just rude. You don't do that. Yes, I'm entitled to my opinion, and yes, I could say it out loud if I wanted to, but that's just not how I would handle the situation, and neither should you. So if you are a hater watching this and you just completely despise me, but it makes you feel better to comment on my video and tell me that I'm ugly, whatever, then go for it, honey, because I don't even care anymore. I don't at all. And it's just, if whatever makes you feel better, do it. I realize that you're a person just like me, and that's how you're choosing to handle it, but I'm not, and you shouldn't either. So that is how I deal with hate, and that's how I think you should too. What else advice can I give you? Did that even make at all any sense? I just was all over the place with that. That's one of my flaws. Whenever I talk about something, I can't just stick to it. I jump to this and this and this, and then that's just what I do. But yeah, pretty much that's how I deal with it. That's how I view a hater. That's just how... yeah, it just does not bother me at all anymore. I won't lie, there will be, if I'm having like the most terrible day or something like that, and I log on to my YouTube and I'll look through my comments or something and just read a comment that's just like, it'll affect me for 2 seconds. I'm just like, bah, whatever. I don't even delete the hateful comments anymore. And that's also another thing. If you get a hate comment on your channel that is just outright pissed you off, delete it. Delete it, because hate feeds off of hate. If you leave a comment that was hateful, I'll usually just leave it, just because I don't care. I honestly could care less what you think about me, and it just makes you look stupider when other people read your comment that you would take the time to tell me that. So I'm just gonna leave you there, leave your negativity there for everyone else to see. But the other negative people feed on that, and then they'll just have a little hate club for you. Just like guru gossip. That's another subject I can talk about. I refuse to go on guru gossip because, I don't know, I've been to it once or twice in the past, and you just can't defend yourself, and that's human nature. If someone talks all this false facts about you and they're talking that, oh my God, it's so true, it's gonna piss you off because you have no voice. You can't sit there and defend yourself. But even if you did defend yourself, these people already have their mind made up about you. And that's human nature. You like people and you don't like people. That's so normal. So of course people aren't gonna like you. You know what I mean? Like, it's not everyone's gonna like you, and you just have to realize that. And I've realized that it's okay that if you don't like me, that's so okay. And it's normal, because you, just remember, you, the viewer, if you're like trying to deal with hate like me or whatever, just realize that it's so normal because you don't like somebody. There's 1 or 2 people that you don't like. Do you know what I mean? But it's up to us how we deal with it, you know? And I choose to deal with it with positivity, and you should do the same. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much my view on hate. And also, if you didn't learn anything out of this video, just one of my main things is never respond hate with hate. If someone comments to you, do not respond to them with hate. If anything, if you have to respond to them with love, or just delete the comment outright if you like look at it and it hurts your feelings, because they don't deserve an ounce of your time. You know what I mean? Unless it's with love. Maybe that positive comment that you left that person will make them feel better. Be like, wow, I was just a bitch to this girl and she responded to me with love. Okay? Do that, because that's just, positivity is so, it's amazing. You can kill with kindness, and why wouldn't you want to do that? But okay, I'm sorry this video was so lame and just out of structure, but I really wanted to talk about that. And I absolutely love talking to the camera about stuff like this, or talking to you guys about this. And we can just talk in the comments. Please comment below if you have any hate advice or anything like that, because I get so many girls who message me, email me personally, talking about how they just can't do this anymore because of the haters. And it just breaks my heart, because I was that girl too in the beginning. I almost quit because of all the hate that I got, but I just come to realize that it does not matter one what that person thinks about you unless you let them. You have complete control of your happiness, 100%. But okay, we're wrapping this video up. Let me know down below if there are any other subjects you would like to talk about. I feel like I've been through a lot in life and I would love to share with you what my experiences are with that. We could talk about marriage, high school, bullying, and I definitely want to talk about self-confidence because I went through some stuff in high school that I just feel like I could help you younger girls, but I don't really have very many young viewers, but maybe you're experiencing that now as an adult. I'm 28 years old and I just feel like I could help with confidence because my confidence was so bad and now it's just completely turned around. So anyways, let me know down below what you guys would like to see next. Thank you so much for sitting through this video if you did, and I apologize again for the of my brain. All right, I love you guys.